I made it. As I rush around to get everything else put together because my other phone about died while I was out at lunch. Yeah, it's been one of those days. All right. Oh. Shut up. I only broke the speed limit by 2 miles an hour the whole way home. So I wasn't rushing because I ain't that crazy, but I also feel bad when I get distracted talking. But hey, it happens, so I'm here. I think we're good. I think I'm good. Yeah, it's funny you say don't get a speeding ticket when I'm already pulling in my driveway there, Jinx. I was just trying to give you an update so you know I'm still, trying to get here. I gotta grab a tape measure and I'm ready to go. I can remember where I put it. Real close. Okay, here's where I put my tape measure. How much do you want to bet I left it inside? It's going to be a fun day. Yeah, that's not me anymore. But hey, at least I got my shiny new jointer. Like, well, we're going to do this the fun way. I'm going to eyeball my measurements and hopefully I don't screw up. I am making a quick and dirty shop table because I have got to be out of my house in an hour and 10 minutes for a flea market I was able to get into for tonight. So, yeah, it's been rush all day. And on a day that's supposed to be relaxing for me, I guess I don't know how to relax. All right, and there's some 2x4s, but I gotta get eyes on my jointer first. You guys are going to judge me so hard for how I'm going to measure this. So hard. This is what hyper people do when they don't have their tape measure available. You find a body part and use that. Hey, it's CJ and SRB. Hi, everybody. Hi. Realize I'm waving behind the camera and not to the camera. And I'm not cutting long boards, so I don't need that to slide. That's... Man, I didn't look at the other dimension. Alright. I don't believe it. That actually should be about long enough. And that's not my pencil. Ugh. Whew. It's always fun getting a big meal and going in your shop because then I always get the hiccups. So no making fun of the hiccups or the random crazy motions that sometimes happen with them for me. What about that one? So we'll go about there. And I think I'm gonna have to Aw, I'm an inch short. I should have 2x4 that short. Ah. Whew. Originally I was going to do this with 2x3s, but I didn't have the extra money to go buy them, so I'm using what I got. What's up, butterfly? What is that? I love walking around my shop. I find all kinds of random stuff I didn't know I had. I don't think that's going to be wrong. If this board fits, I'm going to be super duper happy. That's always good. Oh, 3 inches short. Oh, it's pretty out. So I'm going through old comments. I only got a itty bitty screen to do this with right now. My personal phone almost died on me because I've been on it all morning because this one was charging for this, and it's fun being crazy busy. Yeah, I gotta throw some hearing protection in, and then we'll get to the table saw, cut this down, and then yeah, get that done and get this table made. I didn't realize he was that close. Heck, I finally broke 30 yesterday. I was all excited. I guess it'd be nice if I'd move you guys so you could actually see what I'm doing. Lighting the camera, hitting my saw, hitting all kinds of stuff. Next Saturday, I'm tearing this barn apart. This is going to be a table for my newest machine. I just picked something, well, I should say, someone got me for my birthday the next machine I needed for doing cutting boards to be able to do them right. So now I can actually make them right. So it needs a place to live, so that's what I'm gonna do. Give it a home. That's what I do with my tools. And if they don't come with a nice stand like my miter saw or my table saw, I make it. It's not the prettiest piece of wood, but it's a shop jig, so I'm happy with it. Ow. Oh. It's my neighbor's chickens. I don't know if you guys can hear them or not, but all right. This is the part I always got to think about. This is the right length. It means I should. I cut it this way. Oh, crap. I screwed this up. Again, it's a shop jig, so, or a shop project, so I ain't gonna recut anything. Yeah. That could be. I actually screwed up and made it right. That's funny. And that right there is the table I need. All right. Let's put it together. Oh, it's so much quieter. If you guys weren't with me when I put a little grease on that, that thing used to squeal like you wouldn't believe. It is so nice to not have to listen to that. CJ, I put it up on YouTube and Facebook. I'm in a flea market type show until 8 p.m. Once I'm done getting packed up, I can hop in on my drive home. But it'll be about 9 o'clock my time. So just so if you want to plan around it, that's what's going on with me. Plus, you know, today's kind of one of those days that's been rough on the nerves because not a day I enjoy every year. So I just be happy I was able to work up the word I'm looking for. The willingness to be in the public eye today, because usually I try to hide it on this particular day. The one on Sundays in Medina, I don't know if it's a flea market. That one's going to be more of a crafty show. The flea market is tonight in Hartville. So, and if you can't, I need to get some info from the store I'm in, but they're also in Medina. So if you ever can't make a show, but can get to Medina, you can always hop in there. I've got a whole table in there that's everything I've made, and I'm actually in the process of figuring out how I'm gonna list the other pens and stuff I can make. I want to get a book in there, so if you guys want to order, you can. Because if you order from me direct and we don't go through them, it very well might save you a little bit of money because they charge me a little bit extra, so I charge a little extra in the store. But I also half the time forget to increase the price, so because I'm just scatterbrained. And I do way too much for my own good. So, but hey, I was missing messages. What's up, Chris? That's what I need in my sander, my glue, and nails. And nails, probably got some nails too. Okay. Where's the sander? Sander. Oh, next Saturday is going to be amazing. Finally get everything yanked out of here, put together and organized. Usually that trick works. Nails. What's this battery looking? Full charge on that, so I can do all that off of that. And we're good. What glue? All right. Please slide that out of the way. In case you can't tell what I'm doing, all this splintery stuff, this is just a quick way to knock it off. Hug on. Oh, good. If I was doing this for like a nicer piece of furniture, I'd actually take a little more time. But again, this is quick and dirty shop builds for out in my barn. So it's actually the only time I break this bad boy out too. I normally don't. I don't do butt joints for these. That I need a square too. I knew I was forgetting something. Ruckus is a cool dude, Chris. I've been in a couple of his live streams. Not all that active because usually I'm out here. Like right now, my primary phone is dead, so it's over there charging. That's why I also have to keep stopping to check this thing because that's how I cheat and keep track of my chat without me constantly going, "Ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's that?" So, and for some reason the chat ain't moving down for me automatically, so I got to keep scrolling. So, all right. And again, this is mainly for anyone in replay that actually knows how to build things. This is going to be a shop jig. That's why I'm not taking the time to really smear glue around and make it super duper pretty. I just need it to hold together well enough for me to be able to run a jointer with it sitting on top. Hey, it looks square to me. That looks square, that looks flat. That ain't never gonna hold. Man, these things freak me out. Show of hands, how many people have ever put a nail in their own hand? I have. It was actually my thumb, but... Darn. Oh, right. And Jinx, while I'm thinking about it, before should I say before I forget, if you don't follow me on Facebook, definitely hit me up on there. You don't even have to talk to me. I have the addresses and times and everything for the craft shows posted on there with the places that are putting the different stuff on with the actual addresses and everything, and all the pictures that they use to promote it. And I am pretty good about posting where I'm going to be on there. If I had more time today, I was actually going to burn out a sign for the storefront I'm actually in full time. So that way, like when I'm at a craft show, you can also find me here, because there's a lot more people than just me in there, and I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of talent in that one little building and they literally just opened up less than a month ago. I think it's been 3 weeks this week. No, yeah, 3 weeks this week. Yay. Love me some nail gun time. They scare me to death, but they're fun to play with. At least this one. My smaller ones I'll play with. Actually, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. There we go. I've heard of people putting nails in, holding a board down here, and it's shooting through and nailing their finger because it hit a knot or something in the wood. That's why I'm kind of always freaked out to hold these things down below where it's shooting. Yeah, that's my problem. I think I've got a Discord, but I don't even know my login info if I am. And I want to screenshot that, but I can't because it's on my other phone, so I think I can go back and catch it later. I'll see if I can get that figured out later tonight. I gotta find one other thing. That was right there. Oh. I think that's one step. Yeah. Since I've actually farther ahead than I thought I'd be. Just to give you an idea, when I say I like to play with, or I'll play with some nail guns and not others. This one, yeah, that one's got nail guns too. I have a weakness for cordless tools, but I'll take the same batteries. That's the size of my framing nail gun, which is what I'm using on this. That itty bitty hole right there above my thumb is the nail my 18 gauge nailer shoots. Also known as a brad nailer. And then my pin nailer, which shoots at 23 gauge. And this one I can actually, this is one I can actually have a little fun with. Shoots that itty bitty little pin right there. That's not even helping. Yeah, right there. And then when you actually sink it in the wood, right there. And if you're working with hardwood that's darker, or you put finish over that, you can tap it with a ball peen hammered on with just the tip 2 or 3 times, and you can actually hide. You can hide it to where you almost can't even see where the nail is with the pin nailer. They're not good for strength for actually like holding things together, but what they do is hold everything in place while wood glue sets is mainly what I use it for. I should have glued this up before I nailed it. Oh, I did put glue in it before I nailed it. Yay, it's like I actually know what I'm doing. I'm just extremely forgetful. And I need a battery for this. And yes, I have way too much fun doing stuff like this. And sometimes when you speed shoot nails, that happens. But it don't matter. I'll tap it together with a hammer later. There's my hook. Stay. I gotta see what you guys are saying because I missed something. I guess that's the camera. That is crazy, dude. When I joined you, you had like 100. And I haven't been with you all that long. And again, I had about had a heart attack when I saw what that top turning ASMR video view count was. Less than 2 days, I had over 300, and it's like, wow, I've only got, at the time, I think it was 32 or 33 subscribers. It was 32 when I uploaded it. Because then during your live, I got one more before I went to bed. When I woke up this morning about 1:30, I was up to 34. I was like, wait, what happened? I'm not even people subscribing to me. Fun time. It's sucks. This is the other danger of nail guns. It fired 2 at the same time. And now this is in the way. I can't release it. Sometimes it happens when you put those another pack of nails behind it. Right now the wrench out here. And by I hope this happened to me a couple weeks ago when I was on a live and had the right one. And that's not it. Dang. Another technical difficulty. See, SRB, usually when I do the ASMR, like what I did with the how I turn a top, and then I came out here a couple days later and actually just spent an hour turning tops. So that way it was just kind of, so I was thinking about doing a time lapse of a couple hours of turning them, but Jinx had said something about just doing an ASMR and just releasing that. So but I did that, and I might take the video and turn it into a time lapse and then put that with the and update the turning instructions for it and putting that on the end. But I don't know, I might just leave it how it is. Crafties? I like that. Yeah. That's the grip that I was looking for on the last one. Alright, forget it. Ouch. Is it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to plate that one apart now. I don't have the right tools out here. Hopefully after next Saturday, that's not a problem to happen again for a long, long time. I don't think I have any longer nails like this out here either. Yes, I do. I got the box right here. Thank you. Thank you. Good. If I was gonna, or if I had this set up right and I wasn't fighting with this thing and actually was able to clamp it to my table saw, there we go. If I had a way to clamp this down right, I can actually pop those bigger nails about as fast as I'm hitting this thing. And again, the smaller nails are there mainly just to hold everything together while this glue dries. I was like going through and seeing how many nails I missed. A whole lot more than I thought I did. I gotta redo that whole side. Oh, that's funny. This is what happens when you're going across something and not being directly on top of it, so to know exactly where to be. I haven't missed with one of the big ones, which might have been what caused that jam to actually happen. But all right, so that's the base of my table. How am I going to measure this without a tape measure? Fortunately, my eye is pretty calibrated. I'll be right back. I got to grab something to get a nice, better idea. Alright. I'm really happy. This thing's a lot lighter than I was expecting. Which is why I definitely wanted to get it on a table. Alright. I'm going to go out on a limb and definitely say I measured it right. So I like to have a little bit of a ledge around there, so if I need to, what I'll do is behind here, if I need to add any tools, I just drill a hole in there, drop the tool in. So like if I need a nut drive or something, I just drop it in there. It's a little bit bigger so that, and you know, because this will be, I still got to put everything together, but once it's done, this will actually be the back of it. So it would be something like this. And once the back's installed, I just put a board up in there and run it across, and all this guy does, like it's doing here, hold it against the back, run it over my spinning blade, which is right in there, and it gives me a perfectly flat edge, kind of like this, but it also keeps it at a perfect 90. So I'll have less issues with my cutting boards. Or rough milled lumber like I do buy occasionally. I still need to finish these too. Because I've also got this, which is a big old honking piece of cedar. I need to put a back and two handles on the side. Then that'll actually be able to sit. Wow, this thing smells amazing. But then it'll actually sit on top of your stove, so you can either a serving tray or a stove cover. That way, if you want to keep stuff on it, then you can just grab it as a tray, set it down, and everything on your stove is clear. Grizz, Osha is just a small town in Wisconsin. That was well put. Very well put. Whew. Rule number 1. For your own safety, read and understand the instruction manual. Well, that assumes I can read. Huh. Oh, hopefully common sense is good enough. Only because I got the OSHA police here now, apparently. How tall? I really want to know where my stupid tape measure ran off to. I think my place is coming to here. Uh-oh. Oh, is Osha gonna freak out? So is she gonna freak out? I'm pulling it back. That's what I'm saying, Jinx. I did a hammer. I got a couple nails sticking up. That almost caught me in the finger. Dude, ready for a nap? Anybody else ready for a nap? Oh crap! I gotta be out of here. I gotta be out of here in about 20 minutes. I didn't read that. I had my interpreter right over here that he writes down the language that I actually know how to read, which is blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's the only reason I knew what he said. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He whispers it in my ear. All right. Oh shoot. Oh, 15 minutes, it ain't worth trying to figure out leg length, so I'll do that at a later time. When I have an actual tape measure where I know where it's at. Of course, you know I'm going to turn this stupid thing off, and then I'm going to find like 4 of them, right? I mean, that's just how it goes. But I did get a little time for a little lathe work. And I got 5 pieces of wood to turn. Okay, you guys have me concerned about Lego Kevo. I gotta get to the lathe where my other phone is. And I really don't think you want to go over there and warp speed with this live stream. Not the way I move. Not the way I throw this thing around anyway. Alright, so I got 18 minutes to get 5 honey dippers turned. Think I can do it? Think I can do it? 5 honey dippers in 18 minutes. Probably 17 now. Apparently a space crew returned to Earth this week. I did turn that camera back on, right? Yes, I did. Cool. I could definitely do the plaque there, Jinx. I might have to do that. Well, if my new business cards get done before my show today, I'm actually my new ones will actually have my YouTube info on them. I can do a toy box, Pam. I don't have it where I can get to it, but I actually have a chest that I made for all of my favorite board games, including ones that my granddad made. I say made, but he's still around, but I don't think he'll be back in his shop for a while. And I actually am fortunate enough to have the jig he uses in the house. So that's definitely going to be videos coming up that I fully intend to make at least one set. I'm hoping to by Christmas time to actually have 4 or 5 to sell. It's very addictive. Sorry, I'm late to this. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. I'm still confused on the Lego capo. Yeah, well, just be happy I didn't go with my original plan for the live stream today. Because if I was able to pull it off, I was going to be on an island with my grill instead of woodworking. I was still going to be making a nice steak lunch surrounded by water. But sadly, the stars did not align for that. But hey, at least I'm old. I forget, did I tell you guys my birthday was this week? I generally don't make it known the exact day because, you know, identity theft is a real thing. And it sucks. I'm gonna do this the fun way. I didn't say it was today. I just said it was this week. Yeah, I appreciate the happy birthdays, but I really don't celebrate it because I really don't care about it anymore. I haven't for years. But it is how I got my new joiner, so hey. SRB, that's funny. All right, I could have swore I grabbed that mini center finder. That's my car keys. That's my wallet. That's my knife. Those are my pens I made specifically for craft sheds that I'm not pulling out. That's loose chain. There it is. Cargo pocket. The one place that's the hardest possible to get out. Well, that's pine. That ain't no maple. I got 4 blanks to turn. Does anybody else besides me not know it's National Donut Day? I totally need to hit Dunkin' Donuts on my way to the show later so I can get my free donut. Center finders. These little mini ones are great too. And you always check from all 4 sides. Because even if something looks square, and I can already tell you this one isn't, but even when it looks square like that, it's usually off. And then you just put your point in the hole in the middle. But I didn't put money down on this because I'm only gonna have enough time to turn 2 of these. Really, I probably shouldn't do any of them and just call it, but I'm stubborn because I got people to talk to and I've been alone too much today. Well, if you want a business that's very unlikely to ever get routes from, that's the one to get into, Jinx. Just make donuts. I mean, heck, you see how effective it was in the older movie RoboCop. I say older because, they remade it and ruined it, but the original is the one I'm referring to by saying older. Uh-oh, it's spinning. What do I do? I don't know what to do. Get the right angle. Hey, it's a good movie. Don't laugh at me. My organization is getting better. Oh, time for the fun part. I'm good on that, Jinx. I don't need to see any drunk Karens. That's why I never started drinking, Jinx, because that's the kind of crap that would happen to me. You have no idea. Wow, that looks rough through there. You have no idea how hard it is to make those look that pretty and rounded. Okay. I'm only gonna have time to do the one, apparently. Oh, brother. Hey, my wife came in. Yeah. I wish I had the stuff that I could make my cutting board finish. By the way, that's going to be another video coming out in the near future. How to make your own cutting board finish is what I do to make mine. Now, it's funny, one of the people who I follow and that helped me learn how to run a lathe, they said in one of their videos, when it comes to doing this, you never do more than 2 lines because it's almost impossible to space them out perfectly even. And I just broke that rule. Then again, that looked pretty even to me. Ooh. What the hell? Still no new card. And yes, I was checking that. And give me 1 second to finish this up, Pam, and I'll find a picture. I'm pretty sure I've got a picture of the mini chest that I made for me, but I can make them in any size. Because I'm pretty sure I could pass. The chest itself isn't gonna. It was an intermediate while I was learning, but I got the principles and how everything I used to make it down to the point where I can knock that out in no time and have it actually be right. Man, this thing don't want to work. Let me grab a saw. I'll be right back. For a better saw. Sorry, my inner smartass came out. Really? No comments on the chainsaw? Figured I'd be getting people cracking up on that one. Really? I really thought I'd be getting some laughing from me turning on a chainsaw to cut this out. No, ain't no fun. I might be a bit slap happy too. And then I got my mineral oil. Don't mind all the little wood chunks floating in it. Dunk that in. Pull it out. Then I'll wrap this in a paper towel. This will actually be available at the show or at the market today and Sunday. It ain't against the rules to fire a chainsaw up where I live. I do it all the time. Hey, I thought it'd be funny, so I thought I'd try to throw a monkey wrench in the works. All right. So this is now ready. That'll hold the oil against it, so it'll absorb it for a little bit. And I'll use that when I get to the show to pull the excess off. Bring it on, Grid! Bring it on, man. I haven't had a chance to use her too much this year yet, so. Believe it or not, I actually do use those to cut bulb lengths out once in a while. I just need to get some more wood for that. I ain't afraid of Grizz or OSHA. It's private run. It ain't business. They don't have any. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I got to find that thing for Pam real quick, and then I got to go get changed. Let the puppy out, and I needed to be out the door right now. Projects. Okay, apparently I don't have that chest. Yeah, I do. It's right here. All right, let me come around there so I can see what I'm showing you guys. All right. So that's the one I made. It's got all my games and stuff in it. But yeah, marbles. It's really hard to see, but I do that joinery all the way down the whole side. Let's see if I can get that to show up here. Where is it? Yeah, I am going to have some coming out. Chessboard I made a while ago. I'm going to have some more of these coming out by the holidays this year. I call it the family game night box. Everything fits. That's one that's completely filled up. And then everything here, that's the empty box and everything I include in it. 8 coasters, phase 10, Uno. I was able to get my hands on a marble game that fit in there. Don't know if I still can. I've still got mini dominoes. I throw those in. Pad of paper plus, where's my finger? Pad of paper plus 2 cheap pens, so you can keep track of phase 10. And if marbles falls through, I do make a mini Jenga set. That I actually have a bunch of pieces cut somewhere for that, but they fit in those boxes perfect. So this was actually one of the first concepts I ever came up with, and one year for Christmas my whole family got a set. But let me see if I can grab. Yeah, I do this exact same finger joint joinery on that as I do all the boxes. I apologize, it's really hard to see holding on my cell phone. But yeah, I got to go and price everything out to see what else it's going to cost me again. But I mean, they weren't cheap, but they weren't outrageously expensive either. So it's a pain to do, but so worth it. I agree, especially if you can work with hardwoods when you do it. And it's actually a lot easier than you think on how to do. Although I, spent 6 hours one night figuring out how to make a jig to make it easy, so. We're coming back to the table saw for a second, so I got to move a couple things. But yeah, I mean, and when I do start making them, I will be doing a video on it because it is a very fun joinery method to use. But the real trick is, if you can get something like this made, this makes your life so much easier for doing stuff like that. Hopefully it doesn't. Wow, it didn't warp. I'm kind of surprised. It's taking a couple of years. But yeah, all you do is you cut your first joint in here. I've got the board somewhere where I've already got a 1/4 inch space. But you just hold it, run your blade through, cut it, pick it up, set it down in the joint or in the hole you just cut. It requires a special type of blade as well that actually has multiple blades in it. But you get into doing that, I just kind of get in a rhythm and go. It is, I believe it's in the Medina Square. Let me see if I have Discord set up to where I'm in my account. What? It undownloaded itself? That sucks. If it'll let me in, I will send you a friend request. And if not, I can't do screenshots on the phone you're currently on, so yeah. Yeah, Medina. Hey! Jinx, what was your Discord name again? I mean, I'm literally all I need your name. Mm. Wait, am I human? Yes, I'm human. Take me to your leader. Weird. This is saying it's not working. Oh, I didn't capitalize that, but that's the... I don't claim to be smart with technology. This is why I work with wood. Hey, I sent it off. All right. So yeah, once I get that figured out, I'll send the info over to you, Jinx. But yeah, I have got to go get dressed, get my dog out. He doesn't even know I'm home from lunch yet. And I'll see if I can get some better angles and send over to you, Pam. But yeah, so with that, cat in the hat, and that be that. See y'all later tonight on CJ's show.